All right, everyone's bailed on us, but it's just a founder show tonight, and we don't have Lord Bistro, we don't have Aaron's Mobile Minute. It's just Jared and I getting back to basics, talking about video games, and we got a lot of video games to talk about because we have the Summer Game Fest, and that's what we're talking about tonight. Mostly, we might have some couch co-optionals, but other than that, it's just gonna be a love rekindling the love of two founders of the couch co-op. So let's plug in, blow in your cartridges, and get ready for the couch co-op show starting now. Couch co-op. Hello, Couch Co-opers, Couch Potatoes, Couch Codependents. This is the Couch Co-op Show, the greatest video game and beer podcast in the world. Find us on social media platforms at Couch Co-op Shows, all one word, no hyphen. You can find our podcast on all major platforms. If you want to watch us, head over to youtube.com/milkmanpictures where you can watch us. We also stream our shows live every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 9:30 tonight because we're starting a little later. Anyway. Like we are right now, you can go to twitch.tv/The Couch Co-op Show. Hey, twitch.tv/The Couch Co-op Show. You can drop into the chat. You can subscribe. You can leave comments. You can talk to us. Leave questions in the chat. We're more than happy to answer your questions. Anyway, welcome to the show. I'm Ian, and it's just like I said in the cold open. It's just Jared and I tonight. Hey, Jared.
It's me.
Hey,
I'm here.
It's you.
Hi.
It's just a couple of dudes like we started back.
Yeah, I'm online.
10 years
You're
ago.
online.
Almost 10 years ago. We're getting there, Jared. Almost 10 years. Almost a decade of this bullshit.
Yeah, that's wild. So wild. 10 whole years.
How you doing, buddy?
Of just talking random stuff. Yeah, I'm all right.
Random bullshit.
All right. Haven't played anything today, but that's all right.
Well, that's okay. You don't have to have played anything because we're talking about Summer Game Fest.
Yes.
There's of the three shows, there was Summer Game Fest, there was the Intel game show, and
the PC game show.
No, it wasn't PC. It was
Intel. Okay,
it was sponsored by Intel, but it was a lot of console games.
Okay.
And then the Xbox game show. Of the three shows that I posted, which of those did you watch?
The Final Fantasy 16 one and the Xbox one.
So you watched the two main ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So tomorrow morning at 1 a.m., I'm probably going to be downloading that Final Fantasy 16 demo.
Are you really?
Yeah, I think at least I'll be awake to get it downloading and maybe wake up early to play it. I'm excited for this game. I've been holding off on buying anything until that game comes out. That's my next one.
I gotta be honest, if we just jump right into it, the Jeff Keighley show was pretty not that interesting. And then he said all the rumors are true, and then then that was kind of the big reveal. Like, I didn't really think that Final Fantasy VII, Rebirth?
Yeah, Rebirth
was actually a contender. Like, I was actually surprised that was a game that was coming. Like, I knew it was coming, but I didn't really think it was coming.
Yeah, late winter. That could be like February into March. Yeah, so I mean it's first quarter of 2024.
Yeah, but you're
So we
get,
still have a ways,
but
but it
that
looks really good.
it does look crazy good, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It almost makes me think that I should actually go back and play the first one.
You should. It's really good.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is that 40 hours of my life that I should just throw away?
You don't have to do 40 hours, just mainline it. You don't have to do side quests because none of those really are additive.
The You know what I heard? That you don't like this Rebirth game is standalone. Like you don't have to play the first game to play this game.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably, what happens at the beginning of 2, is kind of a half continuation. I mean, they'll be talking about Midgar and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's part of the Final Fantasy VII Avalanche group and all that stuff. So, I mean, it's going to be important on some level.
I'm sure. I mean, maybe.
I mean,
We Go ahead.
your decisions don't change. The story just progresses how it's going to progress. So there's nothing that people would be confused about.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, so there's that. But I mean, I'm guessing they meant that just like there's not going to be anything like purely, uh, directed at that prior game. Like there's not going to be a whole quest line that you need to know the past to know what you're doing,
Right.
kind of stuff.
Were you? Oh, where was I going with this? I was. Oh shit! I had a. It sucks. You have a train of thought and then it's broken.
Disappears. Oh, I get that all the time. That's all right. We're in our 40s. We get it. We do that.
I'm trying to think about it right now. I'm trying to like think where I was and thinking about it. Um, Final Fantasy, Rebirth. Oh shit! That fucking pissed me off. But you're really excited to play this game. I mean,
Rebirth?
yeah.
Yeah, I think so. I think this one I might actually pick up near launch, because the first one, the Final Fantasy VII remake, we got for free on PlayStation Network. I didn't buy that. I waited until it was free. I wasn't super excited for some. I don't know why, because I love Final Fantasy. I play any Final Fantasy stuff I can. And this remake, I just waited until it was free, and then I just blitzed through it, and I loved it. And
I actually really liked the demo they gave us way
yeah,
back in the day. I played through that. I really enjoyed that. Didn't buy it, but like right now, as being a part of the PlayStation Plus Extra, I mean, Final Fantasy VII Integrate, like the PS5 version is on there. So like the higher, better version is
yeah,
on, and I could play it. I
you
should
should.
play it.
I'd recommend it.
I don't know if
Yeah,
I care about it though. I don't know.
yeah. I mean, you don't have to have nostalgia for the original to enjoy this. It's not like a
But
nostalgia trip.
is it that good of a game?
I think the story can hold its own. Yeah,
You think
you don't
so?
have to know everything about Final Fantasy VII to enjoy it. So, I mean, you're not gonna lose anything by not having played Final Fantasy VII
But
original.
I would say I would expect that this version is giving you more than the
Yes,
original Final Fantasy VII. So like if I were to play this, I'm gaining more knowledge. I just I just
different knowledge because they kind of fine-tuned it a different way, and there's a very small segment of what it was. So they're really broadening what the whole game was, because between all the ones that are coming out, eventually there will be a third one,
right.
maybe even more. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff that they're gonna do. Who knows when it will finally end in the Final Fantasy VII world? I mean, what are they gonna integrate the movie into it? There was a movie. There's all sorts of like Crisis Core that was released as well as a remake, and all kinds of stuff. So I
Okay.
mean,
I have a question for you. I mean, obviously I've never played the game, but you've played the original Final Fantasy VII and then playing this one, the current part of the you know, were you blown away at all, or was it not like? Does it? You know what I mean? Like you played that first Final Fantasy VII, and that probably shook you. Like that was a moment in your gaming. Did the remake shake you, or it was just like, oh, okay?
It it had me interested to see the path they were taking because the path is different in a lot of ways. So it kept my interest, and I they fleshed out a lot more of the characters, the side characters and stuff like that. So I really appreciated that kind of stuff.
But it didn't
So it made
shake
me
you. But
really
it
kind of want
didn't.
more there.
But it didn't really shake you like that first game, like the first time you played through it back in the day.
Well, of course, no, because in back in the day, it was like a brand new way that video games were operating. Like it's the first really big disc game on PlayStation 1 where it's showing really awesome, at least at that time, it was really awesome CG movies and you'd never seen anything like it. And
Right.
this is just, it's a pretty good looking game. We've seen lots of really good looking games with really great stories. So it's just, add it to the stack, but it has
But
characters that I'm familiar with. Yeah, so I have the nostalgia there where I want to see these characters again and
do you
what
think
they sound like and what
do,
they're going to do.
do you think it would, because I have never haven't played the original? Do you think it would blow my mind if I played it?
I don't know if I mean, yeah, there's a moment in the game where you could be pretty surprised. Yeah, I do.
Do you think
I mean, you've probably heard of some of the twists that happen, and
I
I
no,
think
I know nothing about the
how
game.
it's
I literally have
yeah.
nothing. Do
Oh
you
yeah,
think do
yeah.
you
Just
think
learning the story of
do
Midgar.
you think playing the remake would make me want to play Rebirth?
Yeah.
You think so?
Hmm.
All right. I will I will put it on the list. All right. We're not talking about Final. Why did this become the Final
Well,
Fantasy
you did just
podcast?
miss. You just beat Mass Effect 2. You
I
can
did.
start Final
You're
Fantasy
right.
7 remake.
I can
There
watch
you
it.
go.
I can play something without guilt. You're right.
Yeah,
I can.
you're
Yes,
clear.
I'm clear. I can. Yes. Oh my god. Anyway, no. So what else? I don't know. Ah, man, now I'm like drawing a blank. Summer Game Fest had a bunch of games. Um, but
I
it,
guess I should have pulled that up. I only pulled up the Xbox one. Because yeah, I guess the PlayStation one happened this last week as well.
let's see. Blah 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 blah. I had this whole thing where I Summer Games Fest is on right now. Oh, they did it. Prince of Persia 2D.
Which it sounds like a lot of people are giving that a bunch of hate, but it looks like my genre of game. It's like a Metroidvania style Prince of Persia.
It looks like a very classic, old
Yeah,
school Prince of Persia. Um,
but it's not like Prince of Persia. It's what Prince of Persia eventually might have become and is now. A lot of games have done what they're doing. It's just with Prince of Persia lore.
it's
Like
interesting. It's interesting too because I thought they said they weren't working on this game, and then now it's ready to come out. I don't know. I like
I
Ubisoft is.
think this is a different game than because I think they were talking about doing like a 3D, like
I
a
don't.
remake of Sands of Time or something like that as the last thing they announced, but
This
they
feels
haven't
like
mentioned
Sands of
that.
Time though. I don't know.
Yeah, there's no way this would have been Sands of Time.
Jeff
Yeah, this is a different
Keighley's
character.
Jeff Keighley was really big into the fact that they did a Mortal Kombat 1 deep dive.
Hey, it looks great.
Look, it does. It looks awesome.
It was a surprise. I mean, a lot of people knew that it was being made, but they didn't really anticipate much beyond that.
And I would say this for myself. When Ed Boon was on and he was talking, he's like, at the end of 11 when they're talking about, and then the whole game, because the story reboots itself, it kind of, and then he talks about how like this is a story about, it's like a new timeline and all the characters they're the same characters, but their stories are different. So like Scorpion and Sub-Zero are now brothers.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
that's interesting.
it's so it's like a bunch of things that like, oh, I get it. This is number 1, but it's really number 12 off of the reboot of 11. So like I wasn't really into like a full reboot, but this is a story continuation from 11 becoming 1. All right. I get it.
Yeah,
I get
I
it now.
haven't I never played through the story of 10 or 11, so I don't know what you're talking about. I kind of have an idea. You
They're such good
know.
games, Jared.
Yeah, yeah. I might play through it. I think I own 10 because PlayStation gave it to us for free, and like 11, like an Ultimate Edition or something, it keeps going on sale for $7.
Oh, it's
So
so
it's like,
good. It's so good,
yeah,
Jared. You should. I would just pass on 10 and I would play 11, dude. 11 is so good.
yeah, yeah. It's I don't know. It's just funny because I love playing fighting games, but it's not often where one captures me long enough to finish like whatever kind of half-ass story they do. I mean, Mortal Kombat seems like they do a much bigger story than a lot of fighting.
I think it's a great game. I think you should try it. It's fucking
Yeah.
great. Yeah. I love Mortal Kombat 11 is such a good game. And
Well,
then I think you get the Ultimate Edition for like $8. That's
yeah.
such a
I'm gonna.
bargain,
I'll
dude.
look on the PlayStation Store right now
Such
because
a
the Summer
bargain.
Game Fest sale is still going on.
Such a bargain. Such
So
a bargain.
yeah.
Um, let's see. They also had Path of Exile 2. That's like kind of the competitor to Diablo, but it's never gonna be Diablo. Uh, there was a crazy so Capcom and their
Yeah.
dinosaur game, but like, oh, we have Street Fighter 6 Ryu in
Like
Exo
mech
Primal.
versions of
Um,
Street Fighter characters, and they look freaking rad.
It looks cool. It looks cool. Fucking Nick Cage in Dead by Daylight. I mean, I can't believe Dead by Daylight is still a game that they're like trying to push. I mean, this
Oh,
game
hey,
is.
Mortal Kombat 11 is included with the game catalog in your PlayStation Plus subscription.
Oh, there you go. Oh, there you go.
Hey,
Yeah,
yeah,
just
there. I
instant
don't
play
even
some.
have to spend
There you go.
$8 on it.
There you go, Jared. There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, so fucking Nick Cage is a playable character in Dead by Daylight. I didn't know. I don't know why that's a thing.
Yeah, I mean, he just released like a comedy horror game or movie,
Yeah,
right? It was like
but
a comedy vampire type game.
oh
So I mean,
yeah,
he's just kind of in it, and he's doing kind of these goofy roles, and even Jeff Keighley kind of joked and giggled about it, and Nick Cage, he's all about it. He's I don't know. I think it's fun
I
and
just thought
interesting.
it was funny when he was on stage. He was just eating it up. He was just
Yeah.
eating it up. It was pretty funny. And then and then they showed I mean there's a bunch of games, Witchfire, Crossfire. I mean there's a bunch of games they showed, but one game I'm actually happy that they showed um Remnant 2. So Remnant of the Ashes got a sequel, which I think is pretty cool cuz that game I know we tried to play it together, we never did. But I had a lot of fun playing it by myself for a moment until it got too hard. It's kind of
Yeah, I
cool.
don't remember a lot about it.
It's the shooter. It's a Soulsborne shooter basically.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That's right. We did play a little bit of that.
So it's cool that it got a sequel. That's kind of cool.
Yeah,
Then there was also a new Sonic game, Classic Sonic. Well, it's
yeah.
Classic Sonic but a new look.
It looks.
Uh
I like the look of it. I think it looks great.
and I don't know.
Alan Wake 2.
There was Alan Wake 2. There's also a game called Sandland that looks pretty sick. I guess it's based off an anime. That looks pretty sick.
I never saw that.
It was on the Game Fest. Map.
Yeah, yeah. I remember seeing that. It's from Akira Toriyama.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it looks really interesting.
It
The art
looks
style is
cool.
really neat.
It looks
Yeah,
cool, but that was kind of some of the main stuff from the Games Fest, Summer Games Fest, the Jeff Keighley show.
yeah.
And then let me get to then you move forward. and we do the Future Game Show. And this one was interesting. This was I didn't know this show existed. I don't. It wasn't.
I what was in it? I don't remember.
It wasn't necessarily a. It was just a. It was literally a game show. So there was just one game. The one game I really liked was called Resistor, and it was a racing RPG.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
And you raced. You collected other racers to be in your squad. You leveled up your race car. I don't know. It was just, and it was very kind of. I wouldn't say it was anime, but it was kind of in the anime. I don't know. It was a really weird game. A very cool game.
Well, you're definitely the biggest racing fan I know.
Yeah,
So any story-based one, because you're always talking about, well, not always, but you talk about F1 and stuff like that. But you don't like watching the races. You just like the drama between the drivers and that kind of stuff.
I like watching the races actually.
Oh, you have been. Okay.
Well, unfortunately, I can't because I don't have anything to. But I will rewatch them.
Yeah.
And the highlights and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't have anything that like I don't. A, I don't get up early enough to watch them live, and B, I don't.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, but
well, speaking of racing, I don't think you ever spoke your mind on the Twisted Metal footage that we got to see. The Peacock TV show.
We did get that on. Yeah.
We can't skip out on that.
Yeah, we can. I don't think we need to talk about that, Jared. That was pretty. I don't even understand.
What is this?
What that was? I don't even understand what that was about.
Yeah.
Like the Witcher trailer was good. Like they showed the Witcher trailer and that was really good. I'm looking forward to the third season of Witcher.
Of course, yeah.
That looked great. The fucking Twisted Metal thing, I am unclear as to what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, I don't know what that shows. It'll be interesting. I kind of want to watch it just to see what the hell.
It's a mess. I think it's a mess. I don't know. I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, so Resistor was a game that I was really interested in. They had, dude, the new Lords of the Fallen. I know there's the old Lords of the Fallen, and they're making the new game Lords of the Fallen. So
there's Lord of the Fallen and Lords of the Fallen, right?
Either way, the new one that they're making looks fucking sick, and it's full on Elden Ring, dude. It's full on. It looks sick, and it's like, am I gonna try to play this one? I don't know. Like, I love Elden Ring, but this one looks really. This looks like a sick fucking game. Yeah. So, I don't know. There was a bunch of other games that were not that interesting, so I'm not going to share them with you.
That's okay. I guess I missed that one. I'll have to go back and look for that on YouTube. Future Games Fest. I remember reading a couple of headlines on it.
It's in the Couch Club show thing. You can hit play and you can see it. It had the guy that voices Spider-Man was one of the headline announcers. Dude, they did a pretty big VR segment, and that's why I put one of the games they talked about during their VR segment was Firewall Ultra, and that looked really fucking good, dude. Oh my god, like having played the original Firewall and how kind of obnoxious it was, even though fun, kind of obnoxious, this one looks fucking tight. So I'm actually, if I ever do get a PSVR 2, I could see me playing Firewall Ultra. I think that game looks really, really good. So
Yeah, the co-op stuff in VR is a lot of fun. We got to do a couple things, and that was one of the games, and it was a lot of fun when we played it. Didn't have much of a chance to dive too deep into it. We tried. We had 3 or 4 people. We had 4 people. Didn't Dave and Jason join us?
It was
Something
just
like
you and
that.
me and Jason. I think it was just three of
Yeah, that
us.
sounds right. Okay.
But like that old control, it, that interface was not so good. Because you're using and the light, and so you're kind of like
Yeah, but you had the aim controller at that point.
you did, but it was still not work. Always, I feel like
Yeah.
this new game just feels like it works. It looks like it works so much better.
I hope there's a demo or something like that I can try, or a beta.
That'd be cool. That would be awesome.
Yeah.
But I, and it's exclusive to PSVR 2. I imagine it's fucking gonna be slick as fuck. Anyway, since you didn't watch that one, that showcase, we'll skim over it. There were some cool games. There were just nothing to like write home about. Like it was nothing crazy awesome. And
Yeah,
then
I'll watch it.
and then there was the Xbox showcase.
A solid showcase.
Did you? I
I thought.
mean, oh my god. I'm well. Here's what I'm gonna say about the Xbox showcase.
A lot
Aside,
of these games aren't happening till next year
yeah,
or later.
Aside from Starfield and Forza, there none of these games are coming out till like
Yeah.
2024. Man, I mean that's cool. That's fine. That's cool. But like Fable, I don't think Fable's coming until 2026. Like I'm gonna
They
be
didn't
on.
give a launch window or anything like that. They just have a sweet CG trailer is about it.
Sweet CG trailer,
Yeah, here's the
and
idea of the attitude we're going for.
yeah, and that
That's
game
it.
is not coming out anytime
Yeah.
soon.
Yeah,
So
that's fine. Take their time because I love Fable and I really hope this new team can pull it off. Isn't this the team that did like Forza Horizon?
yeah, play your own games. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So it'll be interesting. They're trying something new with that team, and I really liked the trailer. It was a really cool trailer. It was silly and fun, like Fable.
No
And
gameplay, no nothing. So
it's interesting they're just calling it Fable.
yeah, it's like a reboot.
Yeah, yeah, complete redo. Yeah,
But
but that's
I
okay.
saw that CG trailer and it's like, oh, this is even further away than we thought.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's so far away.
Like
Uh,
it's not even 2024. It's probably like honestly 2026. Well,
yeah, we'd be lucky to see like a launch date next year.
yeah, lucky. Um,
Yeah.
but that's cool. I mean, I it was cool that they opened with it. That was very fun. I enjoyed that. Um, there's a lot of games. I don't know if there's a game you really want to talk about. But I really was interested in this Capcom game. Obviously, this Capcom game is coming out on all platforms, but
Yeah, it looked really awesome.
yeah,
Yeah.
the I forget what the main title is called, but the subtitle is Path of the Godless or Goddess, Path of the Goddess.
It's Kunitsugami,
Yeah,
Path of the Goddess.
yeah. It looked really cool, man. Like kind of maybe a slight kind of Elden Ring vibe, but then this colorful.
It's it's like they got the team back together from Onimusha and they're scrapping it together with more modern games that kind of took a page from Onimusha, and it's like the newest take of that style of game,
I
graphically
would
and
even crazier.
stylized.
I would say even crazier than that because like the art style is just
Yeah,
so awesome, man.
it's
Like
slick. Yeah.
it's so like just vibrant and just design heavy. It looks really fucking cool. Like
Well, and just the fact that it's Capcom and their record right now is on fire is exciting to see something brand new from them.
it's interesting because they have the dinosaur game Exo Primal that I
It looks
don't.
so silly and fun. I'm
That
gonna try it because it's on Game Pass day one.
it's cool and that's fun, but I don't feel like that's gonna be a hit. I feel like that's just gonna be a game.
We'll
We'll
see.
see. We'll
Yeah,
see.
it's goofy.
But I feel
Yeah,
like this one is a bigger hit, potentially. I don't know. I don't know. I don't. Who knows? Who knows?
yeah,
But Capcom is, obviously they're feeling their oats right now. They are hitting on all cylinders and they're just trying some new shit. So it's kind of cool to see them. You know, uh, they've been doing so well for the last few years. To see them just
yeah.
kind of create new IP is super fun. Something I noticed in the Xbox showcase was how they had won a bunch of the Atlas IP. Not that these games are going to be only on Xbox, but just the fact that they showed all this Persona 5 Atlas content on their show versus PlayStation. Like they're trying to win all these Japanese like
Yeah, they're trying hard to get the Japanese market because they're not selling. Even like the PlayStation 5 isn't selling as well as they would like in Japan. It's like everybody wants like the mobile devices. Switch is killing it over there, and PlayStation Vita just really did well over there, and like the big consoles aren't doing as well as they used to.
it's just interesting. Like, I mean, obviously these games are going to come to PlayStation, but just the fact that they had won that market, and like, so you have the Persona 3 remake, then you have this Persona 5 Tactics game, and then Atlas's new RPG. It was just interesting to see all of that on Xbox because Xbox doesn't usually have all those type of games. So it was
Well, yeah, they got most of the Persona games on Game Pass. I think it was this year or late last year, something like that. So it's like very new for them to even have any of those RPGs on the system.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So whatever their new partnership is, must be pretty good for at least one of the parties.
I mean, they were just giving enough money to Atlas to say, "Hey, Atlas, come over here.
Yeah.
Just put your games, just share your games with us." Anyway, obviously there's the new Forza 20,000. What is it? 16? I don't even know what number it is at this
I think
point.
it's just called Forza Motorsport, and there's no number on it
Oh,
this
there's no
time.
number on this one.
It would have been 8.
It looks
But yeah,
good.
it's just Forza Motorsport, is
It
it?
looks
Yeah,
good.
they always look
It
great.
looks fine. I honestly, I think Gran Turismo 7 looks better, but that's just me as a Sony fanboy. But I honestly think it looks better. But whatever. we can. I'm willing to argue or.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm sure it'll review well, and it'll have its niche audience. You know, racing games always have just a small niche that always attaches to the racing games.
I
So I don't think they'll disappoint.
I felt the partnership with like the GMC, like the
That
Cadillac
was
and
cool.
Chevrolet partnership was like, that's cool, but like,
Uh,
what a
what do
weird.
you
That's
think of
that's
those?
not that's not like a great partnership. Like you want a Ferrari or you want like a like oh hey American GM like that's a it,
What? But what do you think of those themed Xboxes?
I, what I don't
You,
know.
you saw those, right?
No, what were we
No,
talking?
nobody's talking about. Yeah, there's like themed like the whatever 75th year, 75-year anniversary or something like that of this specific Porsche
Really?
car. Yeah, and there's Xboxes. You can't buy them, but you can only win them. And I'm surprised nobody really posted about that. But yeah, they have like those racing stripe colors that a lot of those old models of Porsche had. So you might want
I don't know.
there. I don't know. Maybe a big racing fan would like and appreciate those, but I don't like the colors and the stripes and all that stuff. I'm not into that kind of graphic style. But I mean, it's cool that they're doing that. I think you might appreciate it more than me, no doubt.
We also got some more information. We got Senua's Sacrifice, Hellblade 2.
Oh yeah, super excited for that.
I mean, the last demo it didn't really look like gameplay. I felt for like a moment in this demo or in this like show, there was a moment of gameplay, like like a kind of like you were walking, and then it like
No, dude, that first trailer we got, that totally looked like gameplay because you
nah,
could see the
part of it.
character running around kind of weirdly and throwing like the torches at the troll and
I don't know.
whatever that was.
I don't know. I feel like that was a met. I don't know. And then this
Yeah,
one's also the same. Like there was like
it's
a
all CG
moment.
in this
There was like a
new one.
moment of gameplay where she crawls out from underneath this rock, and then the camera's
That took a
behind
while.
her, and then like that moment is gameplay, and then it cuts to, you know,
Yeah.
what Jared. They've been working on this game for a long fucking time.
Yeah. Yeah, they have.
And it's not coming out till
Next year.
next
Yeah.
year.
2024.
And
Sometime, maybe.
I gotta think that like, what the fuck, dude? What are you
Well,
guys?
they announced that they finished like recording.
I
Like,
know.
was it? I'm not sure what they finished recording, the dialogue, or if it was all just the video.
No, all the
I think it
live.
was the mocap
I
stuff.
think the mocap. She said all the mocap. We just
Yeah,
recently finished the mocap stuff, or the live motion video, and it's just like, what the
yeah.
fuck?
There's still a lot of work to do in that. Lots of work.
I don't even know. I don't even know.
Yeah. But hey, that's fine. There's plenty of games to play between now and then, so I'm not too disappointed. It's funny because as an Xbox Series S owner, I have access to all these Xbox exclusives that I didn't play in the Xbox One era, or even like Halo Infinite, any of that stuff. The latest Gears game, whatever other exclusives, and I haven't even downloaded them. I don't know. Maybe I'll play them eventually. I don't know,
it's
but
it's just funny.
like these new games come out, and I'm looking forward to all that stuff.
It's just funny. Like I mean, I think their showcase was pretty fucking strong, but like there's only really 2 games coming out of theirs this year, and that was Forza and Starfield. All the other games are like, and they might, those. I mean,
Well, most of the ones in the PlayStation showcase were coming to Xbox this year.
yeah, but they're big game. I
Yeah.
mean, I guess that's the difference. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Sony held back. If we're gonna get into this, I think Sony held back.
Maybe.
I think
Yeah.
Sony has a bunch of other games that are coming out, but they held back. Sony's big game
Yeah.
was Spider-Man,
Which
and
looks great.
Xbox's big game is Starfield, obviously, which we'll get to in a minute. But I just think it's funny that like, I think Sony has a lot more games coming out this year, and Xbox is like,
Either way, I'm not going to be able to play all of them.
I mean, the other thing was like, there was the Ubisoft Star Wars game that's obviously coming to both consoles.
Yeah, which it sounds like it's taken place after Return to Jedi,
But
and between that
It was just
Return of the Jedi, and
it was just a CG trailer.
yeah.
So like that game is also
forever away.
forever away. So like
Yeah, no
Xbox
doubt.
showed it, but like they showed it early, but like that game not coming out anytime soon. There was something else that they showed that I was like, that's awesome, but that's not coming out anytime soon. And I'm now forgetting what it was, but I feel like that was kind of what the Xbox showcase. This is awesome. Oh, that Clockwork, the BioShock, but not BioShock.
It totally looked like a new BioShock game. Yeah.
Yeah, that looked awesome. Not coming out
Clock
anytime
Tower.
soon. No, it's
Was it
Clock.
Clock
I think it was
Tower?
just Clockwork.
Oh yeah, that was like Clockwork Orange. What? No,
Just
yeah, it was
Clockwork. I
Clockwork.
think it's just Clockwork. That game looked fucking awesome, but that game's not coming out forever.
Yeah. Yeah, it was interesting showcase. I mean, it's definitely showing the future of Xbox, but not the recent, the near future.
I think it was a strong showcase,
Yeah, it was a great showcase.
but if you're looking for games now, nah, because those are gaming way later. I mean, obviously Starfield. Let's be honest. There's some other games that were awesome that came out. They were announced. They were cool, but like they did show the Starfield trailer in the Game Fest in the showcase. It looked cool, and then
Yeah,
we
great trailer.
watched the rest of the trailer, and then at the end of that, they did the fucking Starfield. And this is what ultimately this showcase was about. This is
Yes.
about, hey, Bethesda, do you have this game ready? Is this game ready? And let me tell you, Jared,
I think it looks good.
it looks fucking awesome, dude.
It does. I am stoked about it. Yeah.
Holy shit, this game. Holy shit, this game, dude.
Yeah. It looks really interesting. So we'll see. I mean, I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
it,
I
it
could tell like whenever a character talked, it had the same tempo as like most of their
sure,
characters talking.
but they
So
look,
it's definitely their game.
but their characters didn't look like ass. They're like oh, they have beautiful. They did a whole character creation thing. Their character creation looks way more better.
Yeah.
The graphic engine looks way better. I mean, they overhauled the shooting mechanic. Like they're shooting. Like I don't
It
know
looked
if you.
fun.
I mean, you haven't really. I don't know. You haven't really played a lot of Fallout 4, but holy fuck, Fallout 4 shooting sucks balls.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
And
I I've played most Fallout games for about 45 minutes, and I didn't like how the camera controls worked
but
in shooting.
in this, looking at this, it looks like it's massively overhauled and way better. Dude, I'm so excited for this game. I'm gonna buy it on Steam in the hopes that the modding community finds a way to mod it so that I mean, I'm gonna play it all the way through and beat the game, but then
On PC, you'll probably be able to play faster than 30 frames per second.
well,
Console, you won't be able to. 30 frames a second. So I'll just have to get used to that.
I mean, if it runs on an Xbox Series S, it should work on my computer.
Yeah, probably.
But no, man. The whole I mean, I enjoyed the whole deep dive too. The whole I watched that whole thing and being
Me
like,
too.
"Oh, this is it was just super super cool." It's like it just felt like old school Bethesda. Like
Well, I think the most important part of the presentation was like the art direction of the title because like all this space stuff is like it's been there for a long time. They've just like it's part of life, it's lived in it's dirty, it's not pristine and shiny like most sci-fi games. It has a pretty great look to it. I like the art direction of it.
I mean it does have that I joked about it on our Discord. It's really Fallout 4 cross No Man's Sky. I mean, that's really what it feels like. I mean, obviously
Yeah.
with a higher level of polish, but
Well, I've always called it No Man's Skyfall,
yeah, exactly.
which is fine. It has a couple of similarities, but it's definitely not the same game because
No,
the worlds aren't randomly generated. Uh, but you do survey plant life and animal life and things like that. You go for resources, but a lot of games do that. So you can't really say it's just No Man's Sky with a story
but
because No
I
Man's
think
Sky has a story now too.
but I think I think what keeps me out of No Man's Sky, even though I don't think No Man's Sky really has a story as much as it has lore, and I feel like this game has a story and like a story beat, like you do this and you do that and you do this and you connect a story, whereas No Man's Sky is like oh, these are the blah 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 that did this, and it's like that's more lore versus story. Like there's no real like your character isn't a character, and
Yeah.
I I'm super excited for it, man. I'm like,
Yeah, me too.
oh shit, I'm definitely gonna have to buy. That's September, right?
Yeah.
September 6th. September 6th.
Right
And
around the corner.
super excited for it, man. It's been a while. Like you know
I
what's
mean, what
crazy?
was the last game they, as a team, actually released?
Fallout 76.
Was that what was that same team?
It's Bethesda. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the last game they made. Yeah, Fallout 76, which is also still doing well, and they
Yeah.
announced more DLC for that game. So
They said like 15 million
yeah,
people.
crazy.
I mean, that's great. And yeah, they have new Atlantic City
Yeah, whole
DLC coming.
huge. Yeah, massive DLC.
Yeah, big DLC pack. Yeah, so that game, I nobody ever really talks about it. So you don't really think it's thriving because of the turbulence that it hit when it first launched. You know, it got a lot of hate, but it seems it's another one of those games that just kept on growing legs.
I think it's one of those. Yeah, I think Fallout 76 kind of like Elder Scrolls ESO Online, another big DLC coming
Yeah,
out. I
yeah.
mean,
ESO has more
those
stuff.
that's a different. I mean, those are a group of people that don't watch the. I feel like these are a group of people that don't watch these shows,
Oh yeah.
but they play that shit, and that's what they do. You know.
Yeah, just Fallout fans playing Fallout, and this is a game that you can just keep doinking around with your friends in.
Right.
So yeah, cool.
So yeah, I mean, Starfield, September 6th. Man, September's crazy too because then in September, that's September 6th, September 26th. That's the drop for the Cyberpunk DLC, which I'm also crazy excited for.
Yeah, we got a big trailer for that.
Oh, looks so
That looks really
good.
good. I need to finish Cyberpunk. I
Oh, you
really do.
should, because I am super excited for that shit too. I mean, oh, after completing recently, Mass Effect 2, which we mentioned early, Jared mentioned earlier today.
I
It's like,
did.
man, I just want to play some of these just like engrossing RPG games. I want to get back into that kind of, and I feel like Cyberpunk and Starfield are those games, and that's what I want to experience. I just want to get in that shit. I love that shit.
I'd recommend finishing one before moving to the next one.
Well, I finished Cyberpunk. I need to do the DLC, and then
Oh, I'm talking
oh,
finish Starfield before you start
oh
the
wow.
Cyberpunk DLC.
I feel like Starfield is a game that I will never finish playing, Jared.
The main yes, the main story. Let me reiterate that. Yeah, the main story.
I keep looking at that, and I hope the modders come in. But
They will.
I'm gonna complete the story before the modders drop in. But once the modders drop in, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just
Yeah, you won't be
never.
able to stream Starfield.
I'm
Yeah.
never gonna stop playing this game, dude.
Yeah, this will be your next 1,000+ hour game.
Oh shit. No, but it was super exciting to see that. I was super. Yeah, I'm so
Uh,
hyped for Starfield.
I have hopes that this is the game they're hoping it's going to be. I really do.
It also
I
it
have hopes for them.
it also looks like, I mean, it looks beautiful. The
It does.
characters look way better than Bethesda characters have ever looked.
Their lighting system, like the sky, the sunsets, and the moonlight, and all that stuff, look just top notch. Yeah,
Fucking
really
sick.
good. They've
Fucking sick. Fucking
really
sick.
created some new stuff here.
Yeah, I doubt that has anything to do with the acquisition. I feel like the game was pretty close to being this before Microsoft. It's funny that Microsoft so fucking what is his name?
Todd,
No, the Xbox dude. Not
Phil,
Is it Phil?
Phil Spencer.
Yeah, Phil Spencer. like he said, like we've been working hard at. Here's our next game. We've been working hard on it. Blah blah blah. And then he goes off. It's like, nah, Microsoft has not worked hard on this game at all. Like this game has
Well,
been like
I don't know about that because I
partially,
mean,
maybe
yeah,
partially.
because there's a lot of problems between. I bet there's a lot of problems between like the Series S and the X and all that stuff, and they really have to
Maybe,
figure out
maybe
like
Jared.
yeah, but even like as time's gone by, they've found ways to unlock more like resources for games versus like the
You,
background running stuff. And
you
I
know
have a
what?
feeling that the developers had a lot
You
to
know
do
what
with that,
sucks
and
though?
Xbox has to
As
work
you're
with them.
talking about that shit, you know what sucks about that is like they have a PS4 and PS5 version, and as soon as Xbox came along, they
Yeah,
stopped working on it. That's
yeah.
fine, which is fine, but it's like, God damn it.
But if they had to release it for PS4 and PS5 and all that stuff, like that game would never come out. That'd be like 2026,
It come out.
2027 or
It
something
come out.
like
It
that.
come
That's a
out.
lot of extra
Nah,
work.
it come out. It come out the same time.
Yeah, you think?
I think so. I just think it. I just think it's funny that Phil
Yeah.
Spencer says Microsoft has been hard at work. It's like, no, you haven't. You bought a company. They've been working, and you told them to stop working on this. anyway,
Yeah.
anyway,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to be shitty. I'm gonna buy it. I'm gonna buy the game on Steam because I want to make sure I can mod it later.
I'll play it on Game Pass.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Yeah, I mean, I get the game. I get the Game Pass thing, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy it.
But yeah, I get it. You like Bethesda games with mods, so yeah, of course you're gonna buy the title.
Well, I mean, my first playthrough will be modless, but
Yes.
my hope is in the future it'll be the
Well,
greatest.
get PC Game Pass.
It'll be the
I mean, it's
greatest.
probably on that, right?
It'll be the greatest big titty mod game ever to be exist.
Probably.
We'll hope. We hope it is. We'll hope. We hope it is. Because there's nothing better than in video games than big titty mods. Anyway. What was there any other games that we needed? I don't know. That I overlooked? I mean, that we overlooked?
Oh, probably, but that's okay.
But is there anything you
People
remembered?
that listen to our dumb little podcast have probably already watched all this stuff. They're just listening
Jared,
to us talk about
but
it.
I was Jared. I was like thinking, is there anything you thought I forgot? Like that you remember?
No,
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 no.
nothing on the top of my head. I mean, of course, there's like the smaller indie games, but I can't think of the names of those. I already closed that browser window. But
Oh, there was so much.
yeah, there's stuff, but they didn't show a lot of that stuff at Xbox. A lot of the smaller indie title kind of stuff. It was really like big budget, high density games.
All right. Well, then fuck it. We're done with that. It's time for Aaron's Mobile Minute. Oh wait, there's no Aaron tonight.
Yeah. Oh hey, Mortal Kombat 11 is ready to play on my PS5.
Oh, there you go. Way to go.
Yeah, see, it's on there.
Play it, brother. Play it.
But yeah, we'll see.
Let's do some couch co-optionals then before we get out of here. We've been talking for an hour. Can you believe Jared, you and I just
Has
talked.
it been an hour?
It's been almost an hour. It's like 53
Wow.
minutes.
Okay.
Doesn't that shit go by fast?
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. And I just wanted to make this a quick episode, but we're already like fucking. Jared, couch co-optionals. You got something you want to share with everybody?
Yeah, I've been other people have mentioned it, but I've been watching Double Fine's YouTube channel with Psych Odyssey about the development of Psychonauts and all that stuff. It's really interesting. I've always liked Tim Schafer, and I think he's a pretty interesting person. So it's just kind of fun to see like inside his company and get a lot of the background. Even like the first episodes about like the development of Psychonauts 1. There's even spots like an episode or two of like the Rhombus of Ruin, which is the PSVR version. I'm beyond that where they just talked about when they went live with their Kickstarter and all that stuff. So it really goes through the whole process and all the problems that they go through and their thought process of how they brainstorm for the game and stuff like that. Super interesting.
One of my favorite things of Double Fine, and you can probably find it, and it might be on Double Fine's YouTube page. I don't know. So Tim Schafer and one or two of the game developers sit down and they watch a speed run of Psychonauts, like the first Psychonauts.
Oh, I'll have to watch that.
And it is fucking hilarious.
Yeah,
it is.
Oh, Tim Schafer is
because
so funny.
they're kind of commenting on this guy's speed run, and they're like, "Oh, I guess that. Oh, we really loved that level. I guess that wasn't important." it's pretty hilarious. It's pretty funny to watch, and just like they're like watching. It's like, oh, what? Oh, I guess that wasn't important. I don't know. It's pretty cool. I really enjoyed it, and yeah, Tim Schafer is. As far as a game developer, he's like a god among men. He's like he's just been he's such a stand-up dude. He's time and time again made great games, and he's seems like such a chill guy. And yeah, so
yeah, I mean he even teaches classes and stuff like that, game development and stuff like that. So it's he really lives that life. He's in it.
So I want to, my couch co-optional is a little more just basic bitch. I watched, it's on Amazon Prime right now. Creed 3.
Oh, okay.
All the Creeds are on Amazon Prime. So if you've never seen any of them, you can watch 1, 2, and 3 in a row. But number 3, the new one is out right now, and I think it's a great movie. And I think this is probably one of the strongest trilogies. Like these films are just really well made and entertaining, and they're captivating, and they hold. If you're into that, I mean, if you're not into boxing or you're not into the whole thing, that's fine. I get it. But if you're into that and you like those kind of like sports stories, very good movie, and holds up, and the trilogy is available on Amazon Prime. Very strong. It's a strong trilogy. I highly recommend Creed 3. I recommend the entire Creed trilogy. So
okay, I don't know if I saw the second one or not.
Second one's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
You know what I did a silly thing. I watched number 3, and then after I watched it, I went back and I watched the first one again just to watch the first one. Anyway,
yeah,
great movies, really well made, and yeah, that's my choice. All right,
cool, yeah.
Well, Jared, should we get out of here?
Sure.
All right, let's get out of here. I want to thank you all for listening and remind you to leave feedback at thecouchcoopshow@gmail.com. I want to thank Jared for joining me here on the couch.
Of course.
Founders
yeah,
power.
The founders.
I want to thank Jared for joining me here on the couch for Couch Co-op. I'm Ian, reminding you to please be excellent to each other.
Old stallions.
Oh.